my name is Isabel Lee.
And my name is Timothy. Today we'll be giving you a comprehensive insight into the annual reports of our company, TEDS Group Limited.
TEDS Group is an Australian company made up of 3 divisions: lotteries, wagering and gaming solutions. In June 2016, TEDS Group created a national brand called The Lot, and it operates lotteries as well as online lottery purchases around Australia. Next, TEDS Group also has 2 subsidiary companies, Max Gaming and Bytecraft, recently merged to form a new business known as Max. It operates and provides gaming services like poker machines and monitor solutions to ensure prices are paid correctly and taxes calculated correctly. Last of all, TEDS Group also has a subsidiary company known as UBet, which holds licenses to allow exclusive operation of physical betting services.
How about the financial aspects of the company?
Looking at the consolidated income statement, we can observe that profit for 2015 is 251.9 million and it dropped to 233.7 million in 2016. This is mainly due to the now concluded Victorian Pokies compensation litigation and the sale of our UK-based slots business, Delirious, which are now included in discontinued operations. Also, group revenue increased by 4.4%, and we identified that it's mainly due to lotteries as a result of jackpot games, Oz Lotto and Powerball.
Number one, TEDS Group has put in place a couple of sustainability pillars for stakeholders. They ensure close communication with investors, shareholders, customers, suppliers, business partners, governors, and regulatory agencies. They also contributed a total of 1.21 billion to the community from wagering and lotteries taxes to state governments and 115.1 million to federal government in corporate taxes. They are also engaging key community partners such as National Jockeys Trust, Starlight Children's Foundation, Children's Hospital Foundation. They also do encourage responsible gambling. They recognize that there are some people for whom this form of entertainment has become a problem, and TEDS Group strives to provide responsible gambling programs. There's also a voluntary self-exclusion feature through their online account to allow these specific group of people to control their gambling. Furthermore, their team members are constantly updated with the responsible gambling program and compliance obligations. And they also do engage and partner with a number of governments and community organizations to bring about more gambling awareness. They also do take care of their employees. They value diversity. The company has a diversity policy. There's a greater mix of females in 2016 compared to 2015, and they have also invested 1.6 million in training and development of the team in 2016.
Let's look at 2015 first. Looking at the consolidated statement of comprehensive income, we can identify that the profit was 251.9 million and the total comprehensive income was 256.3 million. This difference in income was mainly due to the changes in the value of net investment hedges. TEDS Group entered investment with a European gaming group, which was partially financed by a loan denominated in UK pound sterling. This has been revalued based on the closing GBP and AUD exchange rate, resulting in the changes in the value of net investment hedges. Next, and also identified that there's a big value in the changes in the value of cross-currency interest rate swaps, and this stems from loan notes provided by TEDS Group to a US private placement. When remeasuring the loan notes at fair value, the difference in currency values of USD AUD results in a gain of $7.38 billion. It is reoccurring as it exists in both 2015 and 2016. Last of all, the value of exchange differences on translation of foreign operations arising on translation of foreign controlled entities. This has been identified to be Delirious as it is operated in the UK. So when preparing this annual report, the consolidation of revenues and earnings inter alia is subjected to exchange rate differences when it is translated into AUD. This is a recurring value in 2015. Now looking to 2016, the profit was 233.7 billion and the total comprehensive income was $237.5 million. So the difference was also due to the changes in the value of net investment hedges, which is the European Gaming Group, as well as an exchange differences on translation of foreign operations such as Delarius. Except in 2016, this value would be considered extraordinary as it is sold off in 2016.
So currently, AASB 16 recognizes a distinction between operating and finance leases. Leases of property, plant and equipment are currently classified as finance leases. They are not recognized on the balance sheet. However, with the new standard AASB 117, the distinction between operating and finance leases will be removed. It will affect primarily the accounting for the group's operating leases. As at reporting date, the group currently has operating lease commitments of $148.2 million. Operating lease commitments will be recognized as liabilities and thus liabilities of the group will increase. Buildings, plants and equipment will also increase under non-current assets. Since lease agreements of property, plant and equipment will be recognized as assets, depreciation expense will increase and therefore profit will decrease.
The group carries out impairment testing every 6 months on goodwill, licenses and brands. It uses calculations based on value in use basis. The tax group uses these 4 key assumptions to determine their cash flow projections to undertake impairment testing of goodwill and other intangible assets. Firstly, it uses cash flow forecasts, which are based on the following year budget approved by the board and management's 5-year forecast. Next, it uses terminal value, which is calculated using a perpetuity growth rate based on a cash flow forecast for year 5, pre-tax weighted average cost of capital and forecast growth rates. Thirdly, it uses forecast earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization growth rates, which are mainly based on management's expectations for future performance in each business segment. Last of all, it uses discount rates, which are used based on the group's pre-tax weighted average cost of capital and reflects specific risks relating to the relevant segments and the countries in which they operate. There are 4 cash-generating units. They are lotteries, wagering, max gaming, and Bytecraft systems of tax group. We identified 3 criteria for the choice of cash-generating units. One criteria is that a cash-generating unit is able to generate a large amount of revenue. We have calculated each cash-generating unit revenue proportion to the total revenue, and we can identify that out of the group's total revenue, lotteries contributed 72.3%, wagering contributed 20.6%, and max gaming and Bytecraft systems contributed the remaining 7%. Next, each CGU also caters to a different target audience and conducts different activities to one another. So wagering consists of sports and racing activities. Max gaming and Bytecraft consists of gaming, such as poker machines in casinos and lotteries. As such, we can establish that each cash-generating unit generates cash flow that is largely independent of the cash flows generated by other cash-generating units.
These items are measured initially at cost and then subsequently at fair value. According to the annual report, this is the new value of land and building assessed by independent valuers as indicated in recognition and measurement in PPE. So revaluation of assets will most likely ensure that the current value of the assets are up to date. Depreciation expense will then be accurately measured. This will result in the most true and fair representation of the company's assets, leading to the most exact calculation of profit summary.